However, Zoe added, I'm afraid you have misunderstood the amount of funding that I'm seeking. The amount you've mentioned is way beyond what I'm asking for. All I need for the project is only 100 million. Just name any amount, Ms. Lopez. Lorenzo Woods said with an air of indulgence, unless you are asking for tens of billions, I'm ready to pump billions into your project. The words of Lorenzo Woods sent Harry's blood pressure up a few notches when he heard he was ready to pump billions into your project. His legs wobbled, and he saw stars spinning around his head. Zoe's mind was in a whirlwind as she quivered in her reply, everybody, I am humbled by your overwhelming interest in my project. But 150 million would be more than enough for my project. How about this? Feliciano Hayes swept his eyes across the room and suggested. Since there are 15 of us here, why don't we each come up with 10 million? That would be the perfect solution. It would give each of us an opportunity to help Ms. Lopez. Feliciano Hayes said, make sure we are not treating this as an investment or loan. It should be a giveaway to Ms. Lopez. Gulp. Aaron and Caitlin were swallowing so hard that everyone could hear them gulped. 150 million giveaway to our daughter. What makes our daughter turned into a money-spinning machine all of a sudden? Everybody is begging for her to take their money. No, it can't be a giveaway. Zoe insisted, we should treat it as an investment. It's all right, Ms. Lopez. 10 million is nothing to us. Yeah, it's just some petty cash to me. Each billionaire insisted they should treat the 10 million as a giveaway to Zoe. Hey, didn't you hear what she'd just said? Levi snapped, she said it should be an investment. Levi's sudden bawl made the billionaires shuddered with horror. Yes. Sure. Indeed. It should be an investment. Everyone nodded emphatically. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you mind coming to my company, Imperial Meadows Limited, to ink the contract? Zoe asked. Of course, we are more than willing to come anytime to sign it. They continued their frenzied nodding of heads. I'm sorry, Grandpa. Before stepping out of the mansion, Zoe walked up to Harry and said apologetically, I can't accept your terms now, but I can assure you that the Lopez family will definitely have a share of the project. You? Harry was breathless with anger as he pointed a trembling finger at Zoe. He let out a cry and finally passed out. Levi and company soon left the mansion amidst a wave of awe mutterings and under the envious looks in everyone's eyes. It had been an emphatic victory for Zoe and her family. It restored Aaron's self-esteem to think he had finally regained his position in the Lopez family. The signing went smoothly, and the funds all came in as promised. Zoe was able to launch the project within the stipulated deadline. Everything was smooth and went accordingly as planned. It was already nighttime when they finally made it home. Zoe and her family were staring at Levi with interrogating eyes. What's happening here, Levi? Zoe asked, I'm sure you have something to do with it. Yes, it was all orchestrated by me. Levi admitted. But how did you do it? Aaron was still feeling the effects from the shock. It's simply inconceivable. It's simple, actually. Levi quipped, all I did was show them the details of the project and let them know that this project is too good to be missed. That's impossible. Zoe said warily, isn't that what I'd just done when we first presented our project to them? What makes them snub my proposal when I'm sure I had given them a more detailed explanation than yours? That's because I've mentioned some names like Orlando Jennings, Azure Dragon, and God of War. Levi explained, they agreed to it once they knew the whole story. This, Zoe went silent. She knew it was something she could never do, given her obstinate nature. Ha ha, even though we are hardly connected to God of War, These shrewd businessmen changed their stance once they find out that the God of Way has something to do with this project. They'd even start buttering up to Zoe immediately. Aaron gave a broad grin. That's right. Caitlin agreed, since it was Orlando who decided on the project, with Azure Dragon keeping a close tab on its progress. These billionaires must have been under the impression that Zoe had garnered the support of all these people as well.